Hi everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, episode 67. We have just finished off camera, or are just about to finish, the large field of poplar that we didn't get to do last episode. This tractor is almost out of gas, and I am risking it, but I thought it would be more interesting to get us through this episode through December and into January, and this can be the setting up the cows episode, I believe. Whether we have enough in the end to do the largest cow barn and actually get going on that or not, I don't know. We may not be able to afford to buy our water buffalo, but I'm pretty sure we can get the land, and I'm hoping we can get the cow barn as well. So that should be all of our poplar. We have a trailer full back there still. And hopefully we make it over to the gas station, or not the gas station, but our little gas barrel over here. And yeah, so we just need to make it through December and into January, and then I will do the double. There must be. Hello? There we go. There may be a few bits. Oh, you know what happens is you've got to actually wait for the gas to go into the tank. I'm sure we have a few bits of maintenance for December, and possibly something else. We can look while we're waiting for gas. So we have a lot of barley and a lot of straw, which we're keeping, and the diesel and the herbicide, and then 1.4 million liters of wood chips. Plus whatever's in these tanks. I'm pretty sure our red trailer back there is really, really damaged because most of these other pieces of equipment are in pretty good repair, and as you might see when we get over there to bring that one back, we've got a pretty low setup. Now, I just fairly recently made, well, for recently for when I'm recording this, but probably not recently for when you're watching it. But we just fairly recently made a video about poplar, the nitty-gritty down and dirty poplar tips and tutorial. And I had said then that I prefer this setup with the Lacotech header, mainly because the forage harvesters have a really, really bad turn rate when connected to a trailer. I just realized, and I will be making a follow-up video to that video, I just realized that I have a solution for that, which I will use next time we go to harvest. A base game solution, not a mod solution. So that will be cool, and we might even, with cows and sunflower and all of that, we might even, next time we go to harvest, be able to afford my solution. It will actually even work to make this setup with the Lacatech and these short tongue trailers might actually work to make them more easier to turn. Although it won't make these particular trailers easy to turn, but that tractor and a new trailer. So we need to be able to afford a new trailer in order to do this. But I think it will be glorious. So our let's see how, yeah, this red cramp trailer is a bit damaged. We probably want to get it repaired and put gas in the red tractor as well. So we're gonna just move on through November to December and into January and sell all that stuff as I had said. As soon as we get everything put away. Alright, so I will see you in January after I have sold all the stuff, and then we can go shopping, my favorite part. Alright, we're getting close to done with the wood chip sales. The situation as it stands is that I found that the best price by a lot was Erlengrat, and so I started carting to the Green Pool East, which is where the train picks up products. So once I got it maxed out at 500,000 liters, I found that the train only carries 300,000 liters, and that the looping load and deliver task cannot find a way back from Grainpool East to my multi-fruit silo. So I then set the Fent and Kawiko trailer on a looping load and deliver job from a multi-fruit silo to the farmer's market, which is the next best price. And I have been manually running loads. I've already sold two train loads to Erlengrat, and I've been running manually trailer loads back to the silo. We're down to just a few 100,000 liters in our silo, and where can I find? There we go. And yeah, coming up on 200,000 in Grainpool East. So, just a couple more runs like this, along with our helper is running to farmer's market, and we should be ready to go and done. I'll still have to run the train, and although it says it's leasing the train and I'm not supposed to lease things, I think the train is a different animal, since you can't buy a train no matter what you do. So I think leasing the train is okay within the rules. Alright, we are now as full as we can get for one train load, so we're going to call the train, which I have just done. Let's see where it is. It only runs up and down this corridor. So, and the train on Zielonka seems to be a little busted, although I haven't tried it anywhere else either, so I have no idea if it works better on Riverbend or not. But come on, train. We are waiting on you, sir. I believe sometimes it takes a while. There's no indication of whether or not I've actually successfully hired it, except that there it is on the map. So hopefully I can jump into it as it goes past and slow it down faster than it would otherwise slow down. We basically have to fill up all 3 available containers with wood, with the wood chips, in order to get this done. It's too bad we don't have like some kind of load of actual logs or something, pallets we could add to this. So yeah, the pricing last time I looked was, yeah, 557 versus 542. I thought that was based on how much we have, that was worth the effort. So 90,000 in these two, and then whatever, 120 in the back one, the open top. And then hopefully by then the final runs on the worker to the farmer's market will have been done. So we had 300,000, and we should end up with 300,000 again in the train. And it should cost me, I don't know, $100 or something total for the rental. There we go. And now we will just get on up to Erlangratt. I have to admit, it's kind of cool to use the train, but I just don't find the price difference is not worth the effort and cost when you're dealing with, say, 21,000 liters of eggs, where you're, you know, 21 times 10 or something, $210 of extra profit, having to deal with the train, drive them there, load them onto the train, rent the train. You know, you end up with actually just $100 profit. Yes, we do want to sell the loaded goods in Erlangratt. So yeah. So let's get back to the farm and see what needs to be done to make the rest of this sell. Now we're just going to run this down. There's 35,000 liters in here. There was like 137,000 liters left. I expect we will get maybe this and potentially one more load manually, and that the helper will take care of the rest. I don't know whether he's on his way there or on his way back. So we'll find out whether we meet up with him or see the money go up again. Kind of hope he's on the way there. Oh, he has actually had a serious bit of trouble, and I'm not sure. Wow, I have no idea what happened here. But we obviously need to fix the issue. I wonder how he got down there. The helpers are really, really weird sometimes. I guess you want to see the sale of the final bit of wood chips for this year. And the final number, we had something like 66,000 to start with, but 865,000 in the bank is pretty amazing. Although after buying just the cow barn and the field, I think we're going to be broke. Which makes me wonder if I should put it there. I think I will, though. I think that is the way to go. And then wait for the snow to go down. Well, we can actually, instead of waiting, we can get all of our current sunflower oil loaded up and ready to sell. And we'll check that again real quick just to make sure that I am correct. Yep, March 2145. Farmers market it is. Okay, we're selling the sunflower oil. It's not going to be super amazing, but it'll be all right. Yep. 19,000, not bad. I'm trying to figure out the math here, but I think we probably want to keep running sunflower oil until it's too full. And then we will grow something else in that field, because this was kind of a short cycle, given that there's still 22,000 liters of sunflower oil in that thing. So although we sell in March, we are better off keeping it full of sunflowers than not, because then it's running, then it's earning for us, rather than occasionally sitting empty and not earning for us. I've set the time up to 10x, although I may go even further than that in an effort to lose the snow on the ground. We do own this field now, and I fear we will soon not have our cut through when I'm done building on it. Now, something I did think about is that if I want to expand the size of that field, the cow pasture, I'm going to need more than 722. I'm going to need more than 730. I am in fact going to need something more beefy, so it's kind of fine that it's not, that we haven't bought it yet, because we wouldn't really be able to put it into the state that I want it. In fact, we may just hold on for another couple of months. But what does need to be done is we need to get down there. Well, we need to repair this tractor, obviously. We might as well fuel her up as well. Oh, I must have rolled out of range of the pump. So we're going to spend a little, but we're going to save. We do own 9, and it has nothing in it. So that took most of our money from... That took most of our money from the sunflower sales, but it's fine because we're better off with the feeding robot, and it's worth it to wait a month or two. We definitely now own the land, as I said, so that much is good. Now, I don't know whether I can actually plant with snow on the ground or not. This is a direct drill, so I guess we'll find out whether that's allowable. Alright, that's the sunflowers planted. Now I think we can pretty much just move right on into, I think, June and sell nothing. I think our next sales is actually a ways away. Would be June if we had rice oil to sell, but we don't. But we're gonna need this. Well, we're gonna send you home the easy way. Okay, that's kind of weird, but it seems to be working. We're gonna need this to harvest canola next. So we gotta drive this back to the main farm. I wonder what route that guy's gonna take. Is he gonna go all the way up to the road? That's going to annoy me some. If he can find his way. Whoa, watching the worker and not the road. If he can find some way back from the road all the way to here, that'll be annoying because he could have done that with the trailer. Kind of interesting to see. Wonder how much of that, like 800,000 on this chunk of property is in the buildings. And what if I bought that and just sold the buildings? I realize I might be better off. I mean, not. This is future planning, not cows. I'm still getting cows, but I might be better off getting the shortest, or not even the shortest, getting the MacDon set up. And doing swathing. For this stuff. Let's go look. So 135 for that. And that guy, I think, would swath at 12 meters. And then we have the pickup header instead, although this guy would swath at 15 meters. Our current is 15.2. So that would be equivalent. And then this thing would have a lot easier of a time negotiating things. But then the MacDon header would give us trouble. So I guess it's not really, there's not really a difference. So we now own 9. How are these guys doing anyway? Yeah, it's all canola this time. But we now own 9. And we need to get grass into 9 and figure out how we're going to handle the whole cow thing, because that is kind of an odd shaped chunk of land. I mean, in terms of being kind of in a small saddle. So if we look at that, we're going to end up with a problem no matter what we do. Although that thing is so huge, we can't really... It almost doesn't fit there. And I guess it kind of would fit here if we were to... that there. This is almost not actually as doable as I had thought. I had thought to put it like this, but yeah, I guess that would mostly work. Although we're going to have a little bit of or more than a little bit of a lip. I think if we had it like that, I wonder if we could put it down here and if the cows could go over those things or not. It would be real interesting to find out. I'm not going to bother with the non-robot version just because we might as well go big. Although it would give us money for other things, but we are going to need to buy a big barrel for milk and other things. We're going to need to cut down this tree. Actually, I have the lumberjack installed. I think I can just delete the tree. Oh, you used to be able to. Do I have to do Control or Alt or something? I forget. I know I can delete this stump. Oh, okay, that just deleted the whole thing anyway. Right, okay. So with that out of the way, it's just about ready. We just need more money. Let's look at prices. I don't need to change the field shape much. And hopefully there'll be enough room to operate around that thing. Price is right. Eggs are at their worst. Canola oil is... canola oil's not bad. Go to potato processing. That's only like 3... It's only 3 pallets. So, yeah, that's actually not enough. Okay, well, I guess we just have to continue waiting. I know I said I really wanted to get that in, but it's just not going to happen this time. Because we need all that extra money. So we look at the map again. Right, we now own 9. Right, I was going to put grass in there. We can get that done, and then I think that'll be the end of the episode. And next episode, definitely getting cows. For sure. Now, before we do that, does it need lime? It's partly fertilized. Does not need lime. And I have found that I'm just wasting my lime. Watching Daggerwin and Chainsaw, I've found that I'm actually just wasting my lime when I put it on the poplar fields. So there's no reason to do that again. But we definitely need to get grass started again anyway. So we're going to get this grass planted in here. We need fertilizer and seeds though. So we're going to go back and get those. Right. That is everything planted. And I believe we will see that we have 2 layers of fertilizer. Yes. Nice. Alright, so we'll start making silage again. And hay. Still need to get a tedder, but that'll come. We've got a bit of time until we make enough money to put those cows in, but unless something absolutely amazing pops up, which seems rather unlikely since there's nothing that I want more than the cows at this point. Again, I keep calling them cows, but we're putting water buffalo in. So, yes. I would say next episode we will have water buffalo. Because next episode we are going to push through until we have water buffalo. In fact, we can push through to April now. Right, so somehow we've missed an application of fertilizer on there, but I think we'll wait until next episode to do that as well. So let's see here. Yes, we planted our sunflowers. We will harvest our canola in July. And we will make a little bit along the way. Yes. We'll make a little bit along the way and maybe have enough for the cow pasture. Now that cow pasture is already the right size and we don't need to build it out any bigger. So yeah, so next is canola in July and then installing the cows. We might even, if we're lucky, get a grass cut between then and now. We're going to need hay, although we can feed the cows silage if we can't afford to get hay, a tedder. Oh, we can sell this TMR mixer. In fact, let's just sell the TMR mixer right now. We don't need it. I don't know what it's called though. I don't know whether it'll say what it's called. We could sell the sidekick as well, for that matter. Rotocare. Some of these things we haven't used in a long time. There it is. It's worth 15,000. We're just gonna sell it right off the lot. Right. Well, that actually puts us into installing the cow barn right away territory. So again, if we think about this, you cannot place fence here, okay? Overlaps. I don't want to take up our grass. And that land is not owned by me. Okay, so this could be our whole setup. And we'll have to put a roadish type thing in over there. But that's fine. How close can we get? Yeah. That's going to make things a little bit less. Well, I think that gives us enough room. Yep, we're going to install it here. Bang. Do I want to customize the fence? No. Yes, I want the meadow. Okay, now we need to go over there and see how terrible it is. And I do think it's terrible. Horrible is what it is. So I think we're going to find that I have created huge divots in the ground. And then we're going to have to do a bunch of landscaping, which we can't actually afford. But at least the fence didn't mess with that too much. Oh, wow. Alright, what happens if we quit the game and catch up at only 15 minutes? Alright. Okay, we're back, and it looks like we just got like the perfect place to reset. That is not okay, and I've got to figure out how to make it okay. Maybe that's not the greatest place for the cow barn. Maybe we need something more flat, like that field over there with the canola on it. But whatever it is, oh, I haven't sold. Okay, so the only real progress we've lost is that from the reset, is that I didn't sell the. Oh, no, 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 no. Darn it. Well, I didn't sell the TMR mixer yet. But maybe I want to keep it and I want to go for the smaller field, but I don't think so. I think I still want the big field. I'm just going to have to wait till we harvest the canola off this field. And I had a plan a while back to put that field, to put that thing in there. And I do believe it's pretty darn level. So if we look at how that would fit in here, it could go right there. It could in fact go right there probably. That would actually be not bad location for it. And hopefully would not include a massive dip. Alright, so if I just say forget the canola, no, I can't say that. Alright, we're doing this episode. We're going to pull forward into July? July. There's nothing to do between now and then anyway, except maybe cut some grass, and we can skip that. I'll see you in July. Okay, it's May and we've actually got a grass cut to do, which we're doing, and a baling session. So I thought I wouldn't gloss over this. But now I'm thinking, yes, we are still going to get the big cow shed and everything, but I'm thinking a tedder might actually fit, because the same month that we plant in July, we should have another cut, and we can immediately make hay. So I think I will buy a tedder along the way. I haven't checked the sale. What if there's a tedder in the sale? There isn't, which is fine. But if we were to do that, then we would immediately be able to start, because we'll have, I think by the time we place the cow shed, we will have enough money. Well, we'll have silage, and we already have hay, so we can just get those guys fed immediately. And I will be buying mature water buffalo and not babies, because they will produce babies for me as we go. So maybe 30, I think it's 96 capacity for that with the default field size. Well, we could also I think, improve the field size a little bit based on the new location we're putting it. So maybe we'll get a capacity of 100 or something. But in the meantime, let's get this baling session and wrapping session done. with that done, we can move on to June. And there should be nothing to do in June. Except maybe visit here. That will actually hold until July. As will, I imagine, the sunflower production. Which means we can go straight to July and hopefully have enough. Well, I haven't sold. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do is we'll sell that TMR mixer, and that will definitely cover us. All right. We can sell the mini Kubota thing. Although I don't think we will. So we just have to get that field harvested. Okay, so it's time to create the cow zone. I'm sure they say welcome to the cow zone somewhere, and if they don't, well, they should. We had talked about this as being the best place for it. So we will put it right there, and yes, we do want to adjust this because we are going to come out to here. Oh, I guess we can't do that. Yes. Okay. It's still super wonky. And we can't afford really to fix it right now. But I guess it is way better than it was. I'm not sure what we dump here. Maybe medicinal feeds. We're gonna have to do some serious landscaping to fix this up. But at the same time, we'd have to do serious landscaping to fix it up anyway, so that's not really a huge deal. I'm wondering though, how do you open the shed? Or maybe you don't? Alright. So we can get the hay in there anyway. Can't really afford any cows right now. Or water buffalo for that matter. Although we do have more silage and whatnot coming. I think both of those pieces of field are good. We'll at least get the hay in there. And then we will call it an episode. And next time we have money, which ought to be fairly soon, we will buy water buffalo and do some landscaping. But the huge cow barn is a major advancement. Go get the silage and get them on the thing anyway. They aren't silage bales yet, but they will be before we have cows or water buffalo or whatever. Alright, well, I'm going to take this time to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. It was kind of a crazy one. And I'll see you next time.